The American wilderness, a vast expanse of untamed land where nature reigns supreme and the human footprint is but a fleeting shadow. This is a place where the beauty of the natural world is on full display, yet it hides dangers that can strike without warning. A place of breathtaking beauty, towering mountain ranges that touch the sky, pristine river valleys that carve through the land, and sunrises that paint the forest in hues of gold and crimson. It's a landscape that inspires awe and reverence, but also a place of raw, untamed danger. Storms that can turn the sky black and unleash torrents of rain, rugged terrains that challenge even the most experienced adventurers, and dense forests that conceal predators lurking in the shadows. It was here that Jedediah Smith, a young mountain man, found himself face to face with a grizzly. Smith was a man of courage and determination, driven by a thirst for exploration and discovery. He ventured into these wild lands seeking new paths and opportunities. He was on a journey into the unknown. Each step he took was a step further into the heart of the wilderness, where few had dared to tread. The solitude of the forest was both a companion and a challenge, testing his resolve and his skills. Little did he know this encounter would change his life forever. As the sun set and the shadows grew longer, Smith's thoughts were filled with the promise of discovery. But fate had other plans, and the wilderness was about to reveal its darker side. The grizzly attacked with terrifying speed and power. In an instant, the serene beauty of the forest was shattered by the ferocity of the bear. Its massive form moved with a speed that belied its size, and its roar echoed through the trees. Smith fought back with every ounce of his strength. He was no stranger to danger, but this was a battle unlike any he had faced before. The bear's claws and teeth were weapons of nature, and Smith's survival instincts kicked in as he struggled to fend off the attack. But the bear was relentless. It was a creature of pure instinct, driven by hunger and territoriality. Each swipe of its claws and each bite was a reminder of the raw power of the wilderness, a force that could not be easily tamed or defeated. Claws tore at his flesh. The pain was excruciating, but Smith's will to survive was stronger. He could feel the bear's claws ripping through his clothing and into his skin, each wound a testament to the brutal reality of the encounter. Teeth sank into his head. The bear's jaws closed around his skull, and for a moment, it seemed as though all hope was lost. But Smith's spirit was unbroken, and he continued to fight, driven by a primal urge to survive. It was a battle for survival against all odds. In the end, it was Smith's indomitable will and sheer determination that saw him through. The wilderness had tested him in the most brutal way possible, but he emerged from the encounter forever changed, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Jedediah Smith wasn't born for an ordinary life. He craved adventure, a thirst that couldn't be quenched by the mundane routines of everyday existence. From a young age, he felt a pull towards the unknown, a magnetic attraction to the wild that he couldn't ignore. The wilderness called to him, whispering promises of untold stories and uncharted territories. It was a call he felt deep in his bones, a call that resonated with his very soul. Born in New York in 1799, he yearned for something more than the settled life. The bustling streets and familiar faces of his hometown couldn't contain his restless spirit. He longed for the vast open spaces where he could carve out his own destiny. He read about Lewis and Clark's explorations, devouring every word with a hunger for knowledge and adventure. Their tales of bravery and discovery ignited a fire within him, a burning desire to follow in their footsteps and blaze his own trail. Their adventures fueled his imagination, painting vivid pictures of distant lands and untamed wilderness in his mind. He could almost feel the crunch of leaves underfoot, the crisp mountain air filling his lungs, and the thrill of the unknown beckoning him forward. He knew his path lay west. The setting sun became a symbol of his dreams, a guiding light that pointed him towards the horizon and the adventures that awaited him beyond it. In 1822, at the age of 23, he joined a fur trapping expedition. This was no small decision. It was a commitment to a life of hardship and danger, but also one of unparalleled freedom and discovery. This was his ticket to the wild, a chance to answer the call that had been echoing in his heart for so long. With every step he took into the forest, he felt a sense of purpose and belonging that he had never known before. He ventured into the vast unknown, embracing the challenges and uncertainties that came with it. The dense forests and rugged landscapes became his new home, a place where he could test his limits and discover the true extent of his capabilities. The Rocky Mountains became his proving ground. The wilderness, his teacher, every mountain he climbed, every river he crossed, brought him closer to understanding the wild and, in turn, himself. It was here, amidst the towering peaks and endless skies, that Jedediah Smith truly came alive. It was 1823 when Smith's life hung precariously in the balance. He was exploring the South Dakota wilderness with companions. They were searching for beaver pelts. Suddenly, a monstrous grizzly charged. The bear caught Smith completely off guard. Its jaws clamped down on his head. He felt a sickening crunch. The grizzly shook him violently. Smith was helpless in its grip. His companions watched in horror. Miraculously, Smith's companions managed to drive the grizzly away. The bear had attacked with such ferocity that it seemed impossible for anyone to survive. Yet, against all odds, Smith's friends fought back with everything they had, using sticks, stones, and sheer willpower to fend off the beast. They found Smith lying on the ground. His face was mangled, blood covered his features, and his breathing was shallow. The sight was harrowing, and for a moment, they feared the worst. The wilderness had taken its toll, and Smith's injuries were severe. The scalp had been torn from his head. The wound was gruesome, exposing raw flesh and bone. It was a sight that would haunt his companions for years to come. The pain must have been unimaginable, yet Smith remained conscious, his eyes filled with a mixture of pain and determination. They thought he was dead, but Smith coughed. He clung to life. Each breath was a struggle, but he refused to let go. His companions were in awe of his resilience. In the face of such overwhelming odds, Smith's will to survive was nothing short of miraculous. With no doctor for miles, they were on their own. The nearest town was days away, and the rugged terrain made travel nearly impossible. They had no choice but to rely on their own skills and resourcefulness. The wilderness was unforgiving, and time was of the essence. Smith instructed his friend to sew his scalp back on. Despite the pain and the shock, he remained clear-headed. He knew that if they didn't act quickly, he wouldn't survive. His friends hesitated, but Smith's determination gave them the courage to proceed. They used a needle and thread meant for mending clothes. The pain was excruciating, but Smith endured. Each stitch was a testament to his willpower. His friends worked as quickly and carefully as they could, knowing that any mistake could be fatal. The process was agonizingly slow, but they persevered. He was determined to survive. His eyes never wavered, even as the pain threatened to overwhelm him. Smith's resolve was unbreakable. He knew that giving up was not an option. His friends drew strength from his determination, and together they fought to keep him alive. He refused to let the wilderness defeat him. The ordeal had tested him in ways he had never imagined. But Smith emerged stronger. His spirit was unyielding, and his story became a testament to the power of human resilience. In the heart of the wilderness, Smith had stitched his life back together, one painful stitch at a time. Section 5. Across Untamed Lands. After recovering from his injuries, Smith didn't shy away from danger. He continued his explorations with even greater fervor. He led expeditions through the Rocky Mountains. He navigated treacherous rivers. He crossed scorching deserts. Smith became the first American to reach California overland from the east. He found new routes for trade and travel. He opened up the West. He lived a life of constant adventure. Section 6. Encounters with the First Nations. Throughout his travels, Smith encountered many Native American tribes. He treated them with respect. He learned their languages. He understood their customs. He traded with them fairly. Smith recognized the importance of building relationships with the Native Americans. He knew their knowledge of the land was invaluable. He saw them as partners, not obstacles. He navigated the wilderness with their help. Section 7. Mapping the Unknown. Jedediah Smith wasn't just an explorer. He was a meticulous mapmaker. He kept detailed journals of his travels. He recorded everything he saw. He mapped mountain ranges. He charted river systems. He documented Native American tribes. His maps and journals were invaluable resources. They provided crucial information for those who followed in his footsteps. They helped shape the understanding of the American West. They stand as testaments to his dedication and observational skills. Section 8. The Final Trail. In 1831, Jedediah Smith's life of adventure was cut tragically short. He was only 32 years old. While traveling alone across the Santa Fe Trail, he was ambushed by Comanche warriors. He died defending himself. His body was never found. The wilderness he loved so much became his final resting place. But his spirit, his courage, and his thirst for discovery continue to inspire. Section 9. The Indelible Mark of a Trailblazer. Jedediah Smith was a true American trailblazer. He faced incredible dangers. He explored uncharted territories. He forged new paths. His explorations helped to open up the American West. He left an indelible mark on history. His story is a testament to the human spirit. It's a reminder that we are capable of overcoming any obstacle. It's a call to embrace adventure, to explore the unknown, to leave our own mark on the world.